Hello, welcome to a new series on Timberborn. We have Update 2 just got released a couple days ago, so I'm excited to dive back into this game. Been wanting to for a long time. And now that we have a new update, a lot of the old stuff is broken. So, guess what? That means we get to start again. So, we're going to do another new game with the folktales again. We'll get into these guys. I always forget they talk. We'll get into these guys maybe in a future series, but I want to go back to the folktales, and we're going to try a different map. First one we played was Plains. I took a look at some of these, and I think the Helix Mountain is going to be a pretty fun one. So we'll go ahead and do that. Terraces is also interesting looking, but we'll give this a shot. Normal difficulty. And here we go. What would you like to call your settlement? Let's go for Beaverburg 2. First one was Beaverburg 1. So since this is a new update with some new features, we're going to go through the tutorial again, because that's, right down here in the corner. We have some new stuff, I think mostly golems, and then rework to well-being systems. We won't get to either of those for a little bit, but let's go ahead and see if we can get through the tutorial in this first thing here, see if there's anything new and exciting there. So of course, just like the first playthrough, we're going to be doing some lumberjack flags. So why don't we go ahead and designate an area for tree cutting, which is probably just going to end up being this first little bit right here. Make sure we got all of this. Yep, looks good. Go over here and plant a lumberjack flag. Go ahead and rotate to probably right about here. Go ahead and put in 2 of those, and then put in a path going to these 2 things. And there we go. Yep. So as soon as that is done, they're going to start building all of these fantastic things right here. Go ahead and give them a hand to speed up it just a little bit. We won't go to maximum speed just quite yet. So those are all connected. We're all good to go. We already marked trees for cutting. So now we need water pumps. Go ahead and head on over here to the water area and just rotate this accordingly. I think we'll probably want to not bog down our forest area over here. We have some berries to harvest, so why don't we go ahead, if I can remember exactly where to put these things. Let's go straight out from here. Yeah, we'll do right here. Put in another path. If I'm good, that lined up perfectly, and it sure did. Yeah, that was one big mistake I made in the first playthrough, was I had a very, very complicated path network. And that caused us a whole lot of problems. So we'll wait for them to go ahead and build this water pump here. All right, they're a little slow because I guess they have to sleep, which is fine. Go ahead and turbo speed through the night here. We are going to adjust the working day just a little bit, but not quite yet, because well-being did receive a substantial overhaul. So, okay, now we have a gatherer flag. Needs to go in here on the food thing. We'll go ahead and pop this bad boy over here. I think I can just put this... Yeah, I can just put this right here. It's looking good. We'll go ahead and do 2 of those, because I know we're going to need them. And now, of course, we have our farmhouse, which is going to be where we'd be planting a lot of food. So I think pretty much anywhere we put over here is going to be in the range of building here. We don't need it to be in the forest area, because that'll be something else. So I think we're probably okay putting it even on this side of the path. So we'll go ahead and do that. And then we know from before that we can go ahead and plant crops. So carrots are always the first one to go here. These poor little guys are going to have somewhere to eat, or somewhere to sleep, rather. So go ahead and start with some of those guys. Now, we do have some new crops, so we haven't really messed too much with these cattails. Of course, they're locked in spatterdock, and then I believe sunflowers are new as well. So that's going to be exciting. We just had carrots, potatoes, and wheat in the last game. And I believe that cattails can also be used for some other purposes besides food-related things. So we'll go ahead and... I agree. 34-year-old beaver. Okay, so that's full. We are going to need to build some storage pretty soon. So yeah, so they're planting the carrots. I guess it wants us to plant, seriously, 100 carrots? That seems like a lot. But I guess we will go ahead and just oblige them. Let's go ahead and get that all the way done. Okay, so now we got our log piles. I always forget that's in the this part of it. So let's find a non-irrigated little stretch of land here. We'll go ahead and just make sure I'm not going to cut anything off by putting this here. I think I can actually get away with this, be a little bit better of a use of space here. So let's go ahead and do that. And I think we can put a water tank. Yes, one of these right there. And then, of course, our small warehouse, which is buildable on top of, if that's even correct English, I don't think it is. It is possible to build on top of it, let's say that. So why don't we go ahead? I believe we can get away with doing that and then put another one there. Yes. So just go ahead and put 2 because I know we're going to need them. And we'll go ahead and place our pathways there. So that's a good start. They'll get into that, and I imagine the housing is going to be pretty quick after that. So of course, we have our standard lodges here. And that's another mistake I made early on in the first playthrough, is really not planning for vertical buildings. So that is something we're going to focus a little bit more on in this one, especially because we have this lovely Helix mountain map. So while they're taking care of that, let's go ahead and slow this down a little bit. So the water in this map actually comes out of here. So every time there is a... Okay, now you can see a little better. Every time there's a drought, this stops putting water out. But what it ends up doing is it cascades water all around. You have this entire mountain. Cascades all the way down here. There's a little blockage here that we can blow up at some point to irrigate this whole area. Oh, I don't remember seeing one of those before, the underground ruins. That's cool. And then it comes all the way down here and irrigates this area. And there's also, this is a little well here that goes out to that side. And then the main area goes all the way out here. So when we eventually go to defend against our droughts, we will probably be just building a little dam right about here. And then that will cause this whole area to back up a little bit. Eventually we will want to build one probably up here to try and keep all the water up here and build all sorts of bridges around that. So they're still building. I think the, oh, it wants 3 water tanks. Okay. So that was, as the chess community says, a blunder. I think I can get away with putting 2 of these. I might actually just want to do, I just want to do these 2 here. No, I'll put them here because I think I can put another warehouse here before too long. We are going to want to make sure we're planning for, of course, we can't unlock stairs yet because we don't have science points, but we want to make sure we can get on top of stuff. And they're all sleeping. So go ahead and fast forward through all this. Let them go ahead and build all that. But things seem to be going pretty well so far. No real complaints here. Carrots are, in fact, still alive. All right. So now we have lodges. We need to build 6 lodges. So let's go ahead and find a good spot. I think I'm going to want to put into the side of this hill here. And we're going to want to plan ahead because these are going to be stackable, right? So as soon as we stack 2 of these, I can't do it yet. Stack 2 of these and we'll have lined up here. So why don't we go ahead? Pop this here. We'll do a mirrored lodge right next to it. So their doors are right next to each other. So there's 4 right there. And there's 6. We have a little bit of space behind here. That'll be fine. And here I've kind of did it again with my path placement. But nothing to be super worried about. We'll optimize all of this later. We'll move this farmhouse somewhere else, I'm sure. But we'll go ahead and get them going on here. So I think we don't have any beavers that aren't doing anything. Yeah. So I think just to be safe, we'll go ahead and increase for, yeah, they'll divert from whatever else they were doing to come and work on the lodge construction. So that will take a little bit of time. But while they're doing that, I think it's pretty safe to say we won't be expanding across the river, of course, until we have science points to do so. But I think we can make a pretty good use of this area right here for farming, and we're going to have to start planting trees again soon. And then slowly we can work our way up here, probably use most of this, I guess, sloping hillside area for housing. Oh, well-being high score of 4. Very nice. That's, I think, a new feature. This, of course, is a familiar screen. I unlocked Iron Teeth by playing a very long game in the previous version. But there's all sorts of new stuff in here that we haven't had before. Just all this new foods and all sorts of other stuff. There's a new wet fur mechanic too, actually, which we'll get to probably not for a while. But beavers benefit from having wet fur and getting it in the water and all of that good stuff. So we have our lodges now. Now we have to build an inventor, which of course is how we get our science points. So let's pick a good spot. And I think right here might actually be a decent spot at first, or possibly, yeah, we'll go right here. Pretty easily accessible. And that is all done. Now, of course, we need power, which is going to be water wheels. And I'm pretty sure we're going to have a drought within the next couple of days. This probably won't be done by then. But what we can go ahead and do... Oh, I don't have enough paths. That's right. I think the water over here doesn't really move very much. So we're going to want to have, for here, we'll go ahead and move our paths all the way out here. And then we'll put in, so I can go ahead and slow down so I'm not completely demolishing all of my time here. So I think if I put this here, it should still be, yeah, it should still be fine. I think I can put that there, and then we'll put in our platforms after I can research them. I don't have enough science points quite yet. No available workers, that's right, because we have to take somebody away. Yep, there we go. We've got 5 little beaver babies. That's progress. And here comes the build squad. Let's see how quick they're able to make this happen. So one thing I do wish is that there was more of a progressive building animation for these. Of course, if you've seen my Oster videos, you know I just love to watch that stuff. But they're just very, very slowly gathering the logs, and they should be building shortly. And there's a water wheel. So now we need a lumber mill, and to power a lumber mill, which is going to be this first item right here. And what we're going to go ahead and do, since we know how this works now, we'll go ahead and leave a space here, and we'll build a lumber mill there, and then we'll come over here and build a power shaft. Okay, now we have more happiness. We're going to put a 4-way intersection here so we can power other stuff. And they should be able to get that going relatively quickly here. So we're going to have to start planting more trees. But we haven't unlocked all of these things yet because we don't have the buildings necessary for it. But they're almost done with this. Looks like we can take away another one of these. Our babies aren't grown up yet, but now we have somebody working in the lumber mill. And it's able to start making stuff. So stable supply of logs. Yes. We need to build our forester, which we have to unlock with science points, and we don't have enough yet. But we do get one every in-game hour. And I don't think we have any available beavers. At least adult beavers. So I wonder if we can get away with putting another inventor in. Probably doesn't hurt because we're not really building anything else right now. Actually, we need them to build this and then we'll take one of them away. There we go. Right now we should have double the speed. I don't want to disable the tutorial. Okay. So I'm using this for content. I can't build the forestry yet. I haven't researched it. Keeps prompting me. So we have plenty of water, which is good. Stored up in this early of the game. We won't really need very much water at all to get through a drought. And this will continue pumping for a short time. So I guess the water is low enough. The water really shouldn't be low. Not yet. Alright, we do finally have 60, so we're going to research the forester, and then we're going to come over here and plant this thing. Looks like I can, okay, that's not a great spot for it. So I think we can do, right there is looking good. And then we'll go ahead and pop this in like so. We are going to go ahead and get rid of that lumberjack flag and then reroute the path system just a little bit. And we'll go ahead and move that flag to there. I don't know why this is not. I guess this just isn't enough water if we get close enough. It should be. I mean, there's water flowing. I just don't know what's going on with that. So that's a little irritating. Because they need planks and we don't have any. You don't have any of these, really? Alright, so... Okay, now there it goes. Kind of. Yeah, here comes the drought in 3 days. So I hope they can get this going here. I think what we're going to have to do is build one of these power generators here. I don't want to build it somewhere I'm going to have to demolish it, so I think we'll just go ahead. We'll go ahead and put this here. What's this guy complaining about? Oh, he's got broken teeth. Okay, well that's probably painful. That is a new addition, by the way, in this patch. No. Drought's coming. 24-hour workday. Let's go. We got to make some planks. Don't worry, I'm not going to work them this hard, this long. So I think we still need, yeah, we still need several planks. And as soon as they start complaining, I am going to dial back the working hours just a little bit. I think I had like 18 hours on my my previous game. Yeah, still needing a couple. It's slow. Probably should have built another one of these, but we'll get there. We still have a pretty small population. Okay, so actually, while we're here, we do have some science points. So we can take a look at our landscaping. We've got dams. Let's see, we've got... so I think what I wanted was platforms. But I think we could settle for a dam here. Alright, now they're getting kind of angry, so we will give them back a little bit of time here. I know I should have built this earlier, probably. But we have some logs saved up, and these are almost converted. We will lower the priority on these just to make sure we can build our forestry first. And it's not a given thing that we have to have that super fast anyway. Okay, and that has to be connected by paths. So we'll go ahead and just connect these. We can have somebody running that as soon as the water goes away. All right, so forester is done. Let's go ahead and pause. We need to plant some trees. So the longest trees... Oh, we have a new one, chestnut trees. Maple was the longest before. So this requires... Okay. 24 days gets 4 logs. 30 days to get 8 logs. Well, I think for now we want to focus on the future. Start planting some maples. I guess they haven't, okay, it hasn't gotten big enough yet. Let's just go ahead and plant a small crop of maple trees. He says as he plants a large crop of maple trees. But we'll just start with those for now. Oh, it wants me to plant pines anyway. Okay. That's all right. There's room for everybody here. Pine trees. Okay, and that's the end of the tutorial according to what they think we need to know. And we got a beaver working there. Looking good. So I think now we're good to go. And we'll just move these back up to... Yes, I know placing the dam right here in front of the power wheel is not the optimal solution. This won't stay. This is just where I happen to have the path, and it will be moved at some other point or changed to some other type of structure here. And it didn't really matter because the drought's coming anyway. But by the time that we get back around, should be fine. We've got 238 food. We've got 94-ish water. We're looking okay, and it's only a 3-day drought, so there's not really any real danger to our beavers. So stuff should be all right. This will probably be fine anyway because these dams are designed to let a little bit of water over, and this will help fill up a little bit more as this goes. But yeah, so this is what this looks like when the drought happens. So we're going to want to make sure that we have enough saved up here so it doesn't go away. And likewise over here with this other spring. And the water will be all gone now. So these crops will actually... Oh. Wow, that was unfortunate planning. They're going to die before the end of the drought. Not all of them, hopefully. We should have thought about that. I did not even think that that was a possibility. So actually, what we can go ahead and do is we can go ahead and get rid of these dams. We're gonna put these somewhere else. Yeah, okay. Well, they're able to harvest these at the very least. And I think all these seedlings are going to go bye-bye anyway. So, it's no big deal. Again, we got plenty of food. We have enough water to last the rest of the drought. We're doing okay. We are making progress slowly. So now we need to identify a good spot to build a dam. I think the game wants you to do this right here, based on how this is set up. So, no, we don't have any paths over here just quite yet. So We might actually still want to put these dams here, just to have some way of getting across the river that's going to allow a little bit of water past. Or we can put in our platforms here, which probably will be a better option anyway. So we'll go ahead and unlock those. And we'll get rid of this dam. Just make this a platform to get across the river. And then we can come over here, and then we can actually harvest these trees, which I believe are chestnuts. Yes, that's the new one. So we'll go ahead and mark these all for cut. I have to be on the correct level, forgot. Okay, mark that for cut. We'll go in here with our lumberjack flags. I think this should cover all of this area, and it looks like it does. But of course they can't get there until this is all done. And of course the drought is over. So now all of the water is going to come roaring back. Let's actually watch this. I think this is interesting. As soon as it starts bubbling up out of here, it's going to be cool going around in a spiral. Here it comes. Oh, man, they still haven't fixed the rotation point for the field of view being just unbelievably far away from the camera. So now it looks like I don't know how to rotate camera, but that's just what the game does. It's just fun. I can sit here and watch this forever. It's kind of fun to just watch it go around and around and around. Because, you know, there's not really much else we can do except to wait for the water to come back. So that's how most of our power is generated. We do have that little, I'm going to call it a hamster wheel, but it's a beaver wheel. Where is... I'm disoriented. Okay, here we are. Yeah, so we can still make some little planks here, but we don't have a lot of wood left. So actually, we need to be harvesting some of these dead trees, which we can do by building our pathway out here and putting in another lumberjack flag, and we'll flag these dead trees for cutting as well. Yeah, so we'll let them get to work on that to build the rest of our stuff here. And we still don't have this water, hasn't come all the way back yet. So it hasn't made it all the way around our little thing, but look how fast this goes when you get to this point. That's why we got to put a dam down here. Yeah, so this whole thing will fill up. And then once we get a little bit more stuff taken care of here, we can probably flood most of this area as well. Have a whole bunch of really fertile ground for farming and all of that good stuff. Yeah, so we're slowly starting to get more logs back in here. Yeah, here come all the beavers. And they are thirsty because there is not a lot of water, but thankfully that is about to be fixed because we have our water pumps back in action. Yeah, so now they're mad because there's no water, which, understandable. That'll be taken care of very, very quickly. Hopefully none of them die of thirst. I think we're all okay now. Yeah, looking good. Already the thirst index is improving. It won't be too long before they're all good to go, and this construction is progressing nicely as well. It just depends on planks, which is unfortunate because we need to make sure that we're taking care of that. So let's go ahead and put in another one of these lumber mills. I miscounted. Boy, that sure is annoying. All right, we'll try this again. This is uncut, unedited gameplay, even if it makes me look stupid. Heard it here first. All right. 2 more lumber mills, and then we'll put another one here, and because they're all connected, they will share a power connection to the water wheel. Yes, I know that's not enough water wheels to power all of these, but we're going to get there. That should be all sorts of fun. Still got some thirsty beavers, but it's improving. We haven't figured out a way to do broken teeth or injury repair quite yet. And I'm not sure we're ever really going to have that. But we will see what we're able to conjure up here. So I think for the injury, they just have to heal for a little bit of time and they refuse to work, which is annoying, but understandable. You got to take care of what you got to take care of. Yeah, see, even like with all this water, I think having the dam here will help because it will raise the water level here and make sure that we're able to actually accomplish stuff. So while we're here, let's talk about putting in some more housing because, of course, the beaver population is limited by the amount of housing that you have available. So what we're going to do here is wait until we have another one of these lumber mills done, but we're going to put another platform here and we're going to create a second story on top of this, excuse me, that we're going to have to build some stairs up to. We can go ahead and unlock those. And we're going to place somewhere, I'm going to figure out where to put these stairs, but we'll go ahead and put a platform right here. Put another one there. And then I think I can get away putting this guy here. Actually, no. We will go ahead and rotate the stairs and just have the path come in that way. And that'll allow access to these second story beaver lodges. And that'll improve our population as well. But they're still waiting for logs for all these lumber mills, which is probably going to take a while because we have to get across here. Okay, now they can actually cut these trees down. That's good. I think we have... Okay, he's got broken teeth. He's dehydrated, broken teeth. Yeah, we're looking okay. A lot of this game is honestly just hurry up and wait, which is unfortunate. They built that one first. Of course they did. I placed it first. I don't know what I was expecting here. All right, so this one can reach over there, so we don't have to get rid of it yet. I'm not planning on replanting this. This is probably going to be more housing or some other sort of something. We do need to make sure we're keeping an eye on our district center path distance. As soon as this starts getting red, of course, that will mean beavers can no longer go any further than that. We'll have to build a new district. I understand migration has gotten a lot better. Now there's automated stuff. So we will explore that, I'm sure, in several episodes when we expand our next district, probably to go up the hill here. Or possibly around on this side, because this is a very large area that could be used as a reservoir. We're going to want to get all these scrap metal harvested first. That is far, far off in the future. So they're just waiting for one more log, and okay, now we have plenty of capacity to do planks. We don't have a lot of beavers to actually work that. But we will, as soon as all these trees are gone, we'll go ahead and get rid of that one. And they'll be able to take care of that. Food-wise, we're looking okay, but we want to make sure that we're continuing to expand that. So right now we just have the carrots. We don't have any processing aquatic farmhouses. Okay, that's cattails and stuff. Good. So we need to put in some sunflowers. You know, I've not really done anything with the sunflowers. It's not going to let me click on the information thing, huh? No, there is no information thing. Okay, well, as far as potatoes are concerned, we'll go ahead and plant some of those. Then I think we can get away with doing some wheat here also. It's just in preparation for that, we're going to go ahead and build a grill. I think we're going to have to be careful where we place this because you can't stack these. So I need to find a good location for that. And I didn't do myself any favors here with this path layout. So actually, let's go ahead, while we're doing this, go ahead and connect to there, and then we can get rid of these paths. Most of this, I'm pretty sure, is going to be moved at some point anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But just in the interest of making sure that we are being economical with our resources, go ahead and put a pair of grills here. Oh, I don't have that unlocked yet. We can, but we don't have any wheat to harvest, so not worried about that. I do know we need to have more warehouses probably soon, once we start really harvesting stuff. All right, so we have this done. Now it's time to floodgates. Do I just want to go ahead and unlock these? I think we're probably fine with just regular dams. Especially because we want something that's going to be able to be built relatively quickly. So why don't we go ahead and do right there and then right there. Of course, put a pathway all across this. We'll have to wait for them to, I guess, cut through all these trees first. So actually, if we unmark everything else except this one strip, they will have to get rid of these trees. And then we will we'll go back and fix that. But that has basically assured we can get our pathway done here. As soon as this tree gets out of the way. My God, that's annoying. Okay, well, you know, you win some, you lose some. And when you don't edit out dumb stuff like this, it just makes you look like a buffoon. But that's fine. Go ahead and cut all of these. Actually, I didn't know you could still cut the seedlings. We'll get out of that. But we can go ahead and connect this, check our distance at the district center. That's still going to be okay all the way across here, which is good news. I do know that the drought is going to be coming very soon, and we're likely not going to be in great shape for water preservation without having this dam completed. So why don't we go ahead and pause these lumber mills. I know we do need some for the, oh, the dams actually don't need those. Okay. We'll pause all of these. Let's get these bad boys on the, logging train, shall we? Go ahead and pause this. So don't have to have any other problems like that. Okay, so we do still only have the one builder. Not promising. Okay, water tanks are full. We don't currently have any more population, so I think we'll be okay, but I am going to build some more of these, because you know how this always tends to go. Alright, so let's go ahead and get these puppies built here. Wish I could multi-select. I probably can multi-select these. I just don't know how. Oh, not the path. The dam. Oh, of course, I don't have any building materials because I haven't told them to cut trees. Again, another classic blunder. So I am sorry, Beaver Boys. I have blamed you for something that I caused. That's not very cash money of me. Alright, let's get to work, people. No time for lollygagging. Yeah, 3 days to the drought. And I don't think we're going to get this dam built, which is a shame. Well, that's the way it goes. And I don't think I can get around any of this. Almost. Almost. Well, they are ever so slowly. Go ahead and open up all these workers here. I think we can safely pause the inventors for now. We have 500. So we can focus on getting these all taken care of and built here. I think we're doing... Yeah, okay. We'll get rid of that lumberjack flag. We're not ever going to have anything else over there again anyway. Not for that, at least. There we go. We got some more lumberjacks. All right. So now they're actually starting to build the dam. Will they get even remotely close? I highly doubt it. But it's progress, and progress is good. We'll just have to see if we can get something started, or all the water goes away. Some of it's going to go away. So we have plenty of these to be harvested here. We also didn't build any more water storage, so that's going to be it's going to be interesting. Okay, we need all hands on deck, my dude. I guess I shouldn't have paused that. Okay, so we got 3. We got 3 done so far. I know we're not going to get all the way across. I know, but it's close. Very, very close. I know we probably should have built a water tower or irrigation tower or whatever, but you know, it just it's not high enough on the priority list. We do have plenty of food, and we'll be okay on water. And these haven't been occupied because we haven't built paths up here. And I haven't built paths up here because we don't have the capacity with water and food to really support any more beavers at this exact moment. So now we just have to hope that before all the water goes away, we can somehow complete construction of an additional 5 pieces of dam, which is, dare I say, unlikely. I guess we can follow the carnage in real time because, oh, it's coming fast. Yeah, we're not going to make it. Not going to make it. But it's only a 3-day drought. So I think we're going to be okay for a little bit of time. But there goes that water. The fact that this hasn't gone away is partly due to these dams being here, but again, we don't have too long before all this is going to go away too. Yep, and there it goes. So we have just under 2 days. Yeah, see, most of these are going to die for that, but I think a lot of this is already ready to be harvested, which is good news. Yeah, me too. So by the time the water comes back, I think we're going to be in good shape, and we have already cut all of these down, so I can go ahead and unuglify all this. Because we can actually go straight here. So we're going to have to allow this all to be cut as well. Go ahead and take care of that, give them something to do. Yes, we're actually going through water a little quicker than I thought we might, which is not ideal, but we'll be okay. There's still less than 1 day left in this drought cycle here. And I think the end of this drought is probably a good spot to stop. This is already over 45 minutes long, and I know a lot of people don't really like super long videos, but I think it's a good start to returning to the Timberborn universe. Get a little bit of a better, cleaner start than the last playthrough, and get excited about some of the new features as we get there. And these guys are like, oh, I don't know what to do. Yeah, you're making grilled potatoes, dude. And so since the drought is now over, almost, go ahead and open this up. So now we have much more capacity for beavers so they can breed. And they're actually pretty close to getting this dam finished too. We would have been a little bit faster. We would have been all right. These trees are growing very slowly. But drought's over. We'll go ahead and wait for the water to come all the way back down, and then that will be it for today's episode. But we'll have plenty more coming very soon. Do some of these videos, some ostrich, and eventually get back into other stuff as well. I'm excited to have some fun new content to think about. I've been wanting to get back into this game for a while, but hadn't really had much of a reason to until I got on Steam one day and I said, hey, there's a Timberborn update. Got to check that out. And then one of my subscribers was like, hey, you going to play Timberborn again? So I was like, all right, yeah, sure. We'll fire it back up. Yeah, that'll be back in just a little bit here. And of course, when we have more beavers coming into the new lodge area, we'll be able to fully staff all of these buildings once again. And these guys are thirsty. Oh, we're still on 24-hour workday. No, you guys can go back to sleep now. That's fine. Sorry. But we now have, once this is fully complete, we'll have a... actually, I think it'll work with just these 4. But for the sake of stuff looking nice, I do like that to go all the way across. I think I can put a... okay, yeah, that was already good to go. But we'll be in very good shape. The water is very slowly coming back. I guess it takes more than a couple days to come back because we have... we're now in day 2 of quote-unquote not the drought, and we still don't have water coming back. So our beavers are thirsty boys indeed. Thirsty boys and girls. Not that kind. Get your mind out of the gutter. This is a family-friendly channel. But hopefully we can get this water back in here, and here it comes, before they start dropping, because that would be sad. We don't want beaver deaths except for old age. Old age is okay. I think these are all dying of old age. Anyway, here comes water. Crop fields are replenished and restored. And this water level should go up a little bit more. And it does. And then, there we go. That's exactly what we want. Want it to hold up here and flow, and then when it's done, when the drought comes, this will be all good to go. Slowly rehydrating, getting more water. We are going to want to put another water pump in. But I think that's going to be the job for the next episode, because we are now fully out of the drought. And we are looking nice. Getting a cool 140 frames per second. That will not last long. I can assure you of that. But hey, I like the little beginnings of our town. I like the waterfall setting the dam back tile here. Looks pretty nice, and we have this right here. I think that's a good start. Lots to be happy with here. And of course, we'll see how this continues to expand as the series progresses. But yeah, that is all the time we've got for today. Nice long introductory Timberborn video for you, just over 50 minutes. So hopefully you enjoyed. Let me know what you might want me to take a look at in this playthrough. I know there's all sorts of new stuff. I haven't had a chance to fully read up on it and understand how it works yet, but we'll figure it out together. And that's part of the fun of doing these videos, and that's part of the fun of playing the game. So I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you are watching these videos. Feel free to say hi in the comments, or let me know any thoughts or questions you might have. And I do my best to read and answer as many as I can. But again, that's all the time we've got. Feel free to follow me on Twitch over at twitch.tv/jcthebeard, where I play other things that are not city builders, mostly stuff like Persona 4, Power Washing Simulator, and I've got a couple other interesting things that I want to take a look at very soon. Yeah, I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.